final day. October 20th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Here we go. Wrap this puppy up.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer of that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear.
Very well.
Edward seems a bit on edge today. What, did D. Vasquez hit him up with that mafia? That'll make anybody on edge. Have to worry about the fucking mafia. Like, this chick called the Goon Squad, yo. How the fuck she got ties with the mafia? Where the fuck that come from? Shit crazy. Cause she got muscle. You know what I mean? Like she could just flex for no reason. Just to get her way.
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand.
Damn, already? Off the bat? Damn, let's get to it then. No foreplay, no nothing.
Miss D. Vasquez. Miss D. Vasquez, the producer who was present in the studio trailer. Let's do that over. Miss D. Vasquez, the producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day.
There she goes.
Will the witness state her name and occupation?
They never say their names off the bat. That's like a running joke right now. Oh, she just said it.
D. Vasquez. I am producer for Global Studios.
On the day of the murder, you were in the Studio 2 trailer.
As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must
Pontificate. Hey Google. Hey Google. This bitch be ignoring me. Define pontificate.
Here's the definition of pontificate. Express one's opinions in a way considered annoyingly pompous and dogmatic.
Pompous. Ooh.
If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here.
Yo, nobody respects me.
Even in the courtroom, I get no respect. Very well. Miss Vasquez, please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak.
Witness testimony.
I'm thinking I should, like, because I have to press everything, so I'm thinking about waiting to do the acting out the dialogue, so it's like a more coherent conversation rather than her full testimony. And then I press it, and then I skip over the dialogue. I'm gonna try doing it that way. I'm gonna just, like, read it to myself. I entered the trailer on a little before noon. The meeting began at noon sharp, ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a break. Excuse me. At 2:30, we took a break, 15-minute break from the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. But he went to Studio 2 though. That's where the photo shows, and he was in the costume. So who the hell moved him to Studio 1? That's all. She's lying, obviously.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you?
The van. Oh, that's how they moved the body. And then, you know, Manuela, he does wherever she says, so he probably helped move the body with the van. They took him to Studio 1. There's a van at Studio 2. Yeah, they used that to transport his body. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with the monkey's head toppled over. Manuela used this van to drive Vasquez to the Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. Van added to the court record.
I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, the cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Cross-examination. Alright, so let's start pressing everything. I'm gonna read out the dialogue here. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Define terse. Not Trish.
Here's a summary from Mayberry.
Terse.
According to Merriam-Webster,
No.
1.
I'm saying it wrong.
Terse.
Terse, that's what I said.
Terse.
Terse. I put a sh on it. Terse. Define terse.
Here's the definition of terse.
Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at noon, sharp. It ended at 4 o'clock. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that.
The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony.
The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Uh-huh. Maybe you could try remembering? No. Oh, you cunt.
The meeting ended at 4 o'clock, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5 o'clock. I would think it was between those times.
You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edward. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, alright. And what were you doing at that time? I forgot to read her line. Damn. Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. He hit his desk.
Yeah, Mr. Wright.
Oops. There was a 15-minute break. At 2 o'clock, we took a break.
15-minute break in the meeting.
Do you have someone who can verify this? Oh, I forgot to read her line again. I'm so used to skipping that part.
Sal.
No, I mean someone else.
One person is enough.
If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have time to eat a T-bone steak. If I have some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak.
Well, Nick, find anything?
I kind of wish she'd said a little bit more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being at the boss. I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said, somewhere.
So the T-bone steak, huh? I gotta prove she didn't eat. Didn't Sal say he ate both steaks, or did he only eat one?
Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer.
This is an employee area, that doesn't really count. No, that's not relevant yet. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. At 2 o'clock, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Cody's camera still here? I entered the trailer a little before noon. The meeting began sharp at noon. And 4 o'clock, rehearsed out the words. 3 to 1, I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. 2:30, took a break, 15 minutes. Sal ate T-bone steaks from the table. Yes, I'm gonna verify this. Sal. Someone else. No one person's enough. She committed murder during that break. She wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I have some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. I mean, I got that steak from Gumshoe, but I thought, because there's 2 different plates. There were one in Studio 2, and there's some in the employee area. I think I missed the part where they were in the employee area. I entered the trailer a little before noon. The meeting began noon sharp, and at 4. Oh, they went to Studio 1. There'd be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2 o'clock, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting in front of the trailer. I mean, I do have evidence to prove that, you know, Will ate the food, the sleeping pills on it. But it confused me because like I said, I thought because there was different plates of food in different areas of the studio, so I didn't want to fuck that up, so I was kind of overthinking it, I guess. Because it's very vague. Found in the employee area. On it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. Like I said, like, there was also food found in Studio 2. But I'll see about this. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. but I can say you did not.
What is this now, Mr. Wright?
Look at this.
It's a plate?
This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind.
Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak?
Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manuela ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet, there was no bones left on their plates. The plates were bare. Exactly. Lying ass. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave a bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too. You ate a boneless steak. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat the steak during the break. You took your steak and you threw it somewhere like an incinerator. Ugh. Lying ass.
I see. Then what was it? Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during the break?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Picking on salmonella. Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Yeah, because she called him out and he took the cost in the sneak pass. Granny opened the soul bag because he didn't want her knowing about the meeting and about him killing that guy. And she even said it. Like, she said she used them hard. Pause. Or it's not pause. But she basically manipulated the fuck out of him. You know? So he was at her beck and call.
Order. Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Lying thought.
Mr. Wright, isn't this a little presumptuous?
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
Let them claim what he wants. You say I did it.
Yeah, I do.
Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be boring as all the rest.
She had that cocky, smug look on her face.
Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I.
Fine. Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear.
Yes.
I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature.
There ain't nothing petite about you, girl. Look at that chest. Get out of here.
How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon?
You couldn't, could you? I think you could. Nah, he wasn't killed with a spear. I think he fell on that fence too. Just like the guy he killed. Nah, she didn't use that spear. I think he fell on that fucking fence. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would.
Ha. Ha. You see?
Yes. However, that has no bearings on this case.
Meaning?
The samurai spear was not the murder weapon.
What?
Oh, he got you now, Dot. He got you. What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. It was broken. Mended with duct tape. Was broken. Yeah, the damn thing's broken. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon.
But that is the murder weapon.
Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who was wearing a thick costume with this through the chest?
Oh shit, oh shit. Oh, order I say, order in the court.
Milkier. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're...
Silence. Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard.
Ugh, damn this woman. The way she's so authoritarian, it's kind of sexy.
Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell me what was. How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Hammer?
I think he fell in that fence. Like the guy he killed. I mean, the fence looks like a tip of a spear. It's speculation, yeah, but I have no proof, but I can speculate. I'll just go for it. Fuck it. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the murder weapon was?
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then.
Nah. Fuck nah. I can't prove it. This has nothing to do with what we're talking about now. Like, I can't back out. I can't back out, so I'll take the penalty. Look at this photo.
What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer, staying at the top of the stairs. Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. So that means everyone shut the fuck up. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. Oh, it's relevant, okay. This is a photo of that very incident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios.
What does this have to do with the current case?
I'm getting to that. Mr. Edgeworth. You still can't see? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest?
Oh, what? Are you saying?
Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Yep, happened again. Has happened again.
Order, I say. Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Misty Vasquez meet Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whatever she did it on purpose or by accident, I can't say.
Oh, you cocky bastard.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die.
That's right.
5 years ago.
Precisely. Ironic, isn't it?
Is she a cold bitch? Ho ho. Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff.
Nah, no thanks, ho. I'm not for hire. You deny that what I say is true?
Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet, the body was found at Studio One, was it not?
Just because you moved the body in the fucking van. You're not stupid.
And it was in the evil magistrate costume, no less. And
you switched the costumes on him.
Are you claiming that I carried the body to Studio One and returned it to the trailer, all on the spec of 15-minute break? How could I dispose of the body?
The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio One and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
She moved it with the van. She couldn't deal with it. I bet she couldn't move it. She had another way. She had the van. What if she had another way to carry the body other than with her own hands?
For instance?
Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body.
Ugh. Interesting.
Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
The van, man. Pay attention, Judge. You're slipping. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio One. And you used the studio van to do it.
Ah!
Damn, this is getting good. Recall your testimony.
There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me.
You used the van to carry the body to Studio One. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the evil magistrate costume.
Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator?
Of course he was. Of course Sal Manella was. He had to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. Yeah, they never found that. The police found the spare costume, I think. And they had old bag put it on. They had to. They had to, because it was covered in Miss Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in the incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue?
Oh, you're good, right? But I'm better. No need. You're smarter than you look, right? Mr. Wright. Huh. I lose, you win. It was fun.
I win. I win. Damn, silence. There's a confession? So, what happens next? Don't, me. Don't you have anything to say?
What would you like me to say?
Huh? I lost? Something like that?
I just said that. Weren't you paying attention?
Well, why? What's the motive here? Well, wait, so you mean D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Damn. Who can say? Oh boy, here we go. Are you confessing or not? Huh? Are you sure I did it? You're the only one there. Who else would have done it? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Oh, shit. Oh, man.
Oh shit, it's getting good. Order, I say. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
I don't know, Your Honor. Come back to me in a second. Of course, as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof.
Oh, man. Edgeworth isn't sure. He don't know what's going on. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you no more questions, I'll be leaving.
Damn, what do I do now?
Testify again. I'd like you to testify again.
To testify again?
No one to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? Ugh. You ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. To come so far only to fail.
As it seems, there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Oh shit, Edgeworth to the rescue? Oh shit.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't.
I see. Very well.
Damn, the pump fake. The fake out.
Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again.
Oh shit. You're the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again. I mean, I just want to hear your voice again. It's just so sexy.
God. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating this last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see a little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about?
Well, yes, indeed, verily, ergo.
He just say anything.
I want to hear her.
Yeah, Edgeworth. This is like the funniest he's been. Like, honestly, this is the funniest he's been in the game so far.
I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
Whew, it made me lightheaded. Oh man.
After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that. Edgeworth. Witness testimony. I think I'll just read it out. DOA. What? Why is DOA downloaded? I didn't... Did I? Anyway, what? Cause I'm like, why? Cause I didn't have that update downloaded. Cause I swore I paused it. Whatever, I got nothing to do with this. I'll just read out the dialogue here, cause I'm gonna forget during the second round of the questioning. So I'll just read it out now. Cause like, it would make sense to do it the way I did it, but I just forget and I scatter brain.
I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings.
Of course you did, fucking hell.
I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
I see no issue raised by the testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick. We're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right.
Cross-examination.
I was with Sal and Oldbag's security lady when we found the body. What time was that?
We were to meet at 5 o'clock for the rehearsal, so I say it was then.
When exactly did you and Mrs. Sal Manila arrive at the studio?
About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies in the costumes, mind you.
Huh. Press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio?
They weren't there yet.
Well, then you could have put the hammer into the costume with Sal Manila's help.
Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try listening to what people are saying, boy.
Boy? You call him boy, bitch.
The witness will continue her testimony.
Press everything. You gotta press everything in this game. You can't let one statement of dialogue slip. You gotta press everything. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct?
So he says.
Did no one go to call him?
Remember.
Remember what?
There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm?
You certainly seem calm enough when I accuse you of murder. Press hard. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around?
The other way around?
You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person?
I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez?
Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, his powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing.
Poor Powers.
Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue.
I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up.
What was everyone else doing at the time?
No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. Then, silence, dead silence.
Yeah, like now. Oh man.
Silence. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something so lighten things up. This cheerleader, Old Bag, was quite agitated, pointing out to Paula, saying he did it. Old Bag, security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio.
Which was Jack Hammer. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word?
Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact.
That photograph meaning the one taken by the security camera.
She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer.
I don't think there's anything in there that I can use.
I asked to be left out of the proceedings.
You asked to be left out?
Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing.
But you can't just decide who the police and won't question.
Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in the meeting, there was no way we could have been involved, thus they covered for us.
Covered for you, or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning.
I went to the studio trailer to get my script and direction notes.
The scripting or just direction notes?
Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen.
No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for the rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes?
Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything.
Why?
There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that?
Oh yeah, I guess. Very well. Ms. Vasquez, please continue. Oh, Edgeworth.
Your Honor, I have an objection to what the witness' last statement.
Huh?
Think. Ms. Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1.
Oh shit, Edgeworth. Oh shit. There you go.
Order, I say. Mr. Edgeworth. What you just said is a reasonable observation.
However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense?
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation?
I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me.
So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind.
How did you know about the injury?
How did I know? Sal. He told me.
Sal, the director? You have to find something to peg this on her here, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. No, they said the directors weren't there for the rehearsal run-through.